You know, the Backpage headquarters are actually in Dallas. And I remember a short while ago, they shut down like the escort portion. Cause you know, your ads on Backpage stay up a lot longer than on Craigslist. And because like you pay, right? Okay. Well, I just, I saw it on the news way back and I clicked on the Backpage website and I wanted to see. And then it was like, they are censoring us and blah, blah, blah. Like they were really crying, right? Fast forward to today. When I first woke up, I saw on Facebook News that they shut down Backpage. So let's try to go to Backpage real fast and see what we see. Oh, they crying again. Backpage.com and affiliated websites have been seized. As part of an enforcement action by the FBI, the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, and the Internal Revenue Service Criminal Investigation Division, the analytical assistance from the Joint Regional Intelligence Center. Other agencies participating in and supporting the enforcement action include the U.S. Attorney General's Office. Ooh, not the Attorney General. They don't owe child support. My bad. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Arizona, the U.S. Department of Justice Child Exploitation, and Obscenity Section, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Central District of California, the Office of the California Attorney General. Oh, that's child support. And the Office of the Texas Attorney General. Additional information will be provided at around 6 p.m. EST on Friday, April 6th by the U.S. Department of Justice, and all media inquiries should be directed to the U.S. Department of Justice Office of Public Affairs at 202-514-2007 and at press@usdoj.gov, April 6, 2018. Woo! That was a mouthful of white words. White people words, right? So y'all remember how it looked, didn't you? They was having problems. Let me tell you what the problem was. Y'all remember when they said that Kanika had an ad on Backpage? I really honestly don't know if that's true. Can y'all let me know? Cause I just don't, it just looks fake to me. It was so much and still is so much fake stuff coming out. I literally thought that was fake. Never really was convinced of that one, but whatever. They said the owners of Backpage was selling underage girls. And I was thinking this man is really greedy and money hungry because, like I said, most of the ads on Backpage are paid ads. Therefore, he was making a lot of money. But that wasn't enough for him. He had to sell kitty titties for a living. He literally would, not other people. Oh, let me. He was placing ads for underage girls as well, but they said that he got in trouble because he wasn't taking down and flagging ads of young girls. So he basically turned a blind eye, right? You know what they say. You are just as guilty if you are a passive participant. Exactly, right? He was guilty as sin, y'all. Guilty as sin. So now, because this man wanted to be greedy and not just accept being a millionaire, he wanted to be he was a multi-millionaire, y'all. But that wasn't good enough. Matter of fact, let me see what he looked. But God, help my vocabulary. Please help my typing. Oh, he looked like a scumbag. Two controlling shareholders of Backpage, Michael Lacey and James Larkin. He was lurking, right? James Larkin also are charged with conspiracy to commit pimping. Oh my God. If you follow me on Facebook, pimping ain't easy. It's hard out here for a pimp. Trying to get your money for the rent. You know that I posted something. This is so true in the state of Minnesota. Okay. In the state of Minnesota, a man could be charged with conspiracy to commit penetration. I am not lying with you. And I said that should be every man in the world. Because what man don't want to poke and stroke? But let me get back to the point. I want to know what the real owner look like, because that's just some shareholders. We need to, oh no, I know this ain't him. Oh, that's him. God, dog. Oh, I got to click on that. No, he old as Methuselah. trying to cut. Backpage website shut down. Founder charged with 93 counts by FBI in sealed indictment. It is not indictment. It is indictment. Get your mind right. Oh, he the co-founder, Michael Lacey. That nose got all them freckles and blackheads and pimples while he trying to pimp folk. He got pimples all over his nose with them age spots. Looking like a piece of pita bread or something. Anyway, let me go on down. Get my throat clear. Pause. The co-founder of Backpage.com, a website synonymous with sex ads, was arrested by federal agents and charged with criminal offenses after law enforcement seized the website as part of an enforcement action by the FBI, according to a posting on the website on Friday. Federal agents raided the Sedona home of Backpage co-founder Michael Lacey on Friday. A Phoenix FBI official said there was law enforcement activity at Lacey's home, but referred further inquiries to the Justice Department. Backpage allows users to post adverts to sell items and carries ads for roommates, job openings, automobiles, and more. Backpage's adult services listed carrying adverts from sex workers, which are purportedly the focus of criminal probes. Lacey established his career founding a network of alternative weeklies across the U.S. and is a former owner of the Village Voice and the Phoenix New Times. Dang, he was a perv. In 2016, prosecutors in California charged Backpage chief executive Carl Ferrer, Lacey, and fellow co-founder James Larkin with money laundering and said they channeled cash through companies and websites to bypass banking rules and profit from prostitution ads. They deny the charges. Of course they do. But let me tell you something. They channeled, like they do in these fake Kanika EVPs, they was channeling cash through companies and websites. Told you it wasn't long ago when I saw that. That was 2016. A judge in Cali in 2016 threw out charges that Lacey and Ferrer acted as virtual pimps. Shout out to Amber. She like when I say virtual. By hosting prostitution ads on the website, and the site was protected under the First Amendment. I remember that bull crap. Groups and political leaders working to end forced prostitution and child exploitation celebrated the shutdown of Backpage, a massive ad marketplace that is primarily used to sell sex. But some internet and free speech advocates warn the action could lead to harsh federal limits on expression in the press. First of all, I watched a documentary of people being sold on Backpage, and these mothers were just sad and livid. Things were happening to these daughters, and the owners of this website didn't give no F's. They did not care. They was all about that money. The FBI Backpage website message said U.S. attorneys in Arizona and Cali, as well as the Justice Department section on child exploitation and obscenity, and the California and Texas attorneys general helped shut down the website. The Justice Department said late on Friday that a court in Arizona ruled the case remains sealed, which puts any legal information under wraps. In the postings about the seizure, the department had originally said more information would be made public on Friday evening. Yep. Defenders of Backpage say its right to host sex ads is protected by the First Amendment, and action against it could lead to other third-party hosting sites to be subject to censorship. I mean, everything is... Well, how does that saying go in the Bible? I don't want to jack this up, Miss Martin. Get out of me right now, trying to take over. Everything is permissible, but everything isn't plausible. That's not verbatim, but basically I'm saying you can do everything, but that doesn't mean it's right. Like, yeah, we all have rights and freedom of speech and stuff, but you don't have a right to pimp a child. Are you kidding me? Like, that's out of line. Oh, President Donald Trump. President Cheetos will sign the bill into law next week, said Heitkamp. The legislation featured predominantly in the popular Netflix documentary I Am Jane Doe. I think that's what I saw. Amends the Communications Decency Act, which has shielded website operators from state criminal charges or civil liability if they facilitate sex ads or prostitution. Shutting down the largest online U.S. marketplace for sex trafficking will dramatically reduce the profitability of forcing people into the commercial sex trade. Now it's going to force people like Monifa to get a real job instead of posting hotel parties and selling you know what for a living. It's going to force folk to have to go to work and clock in, instead of having folks clock in their coochie all day. For real. There would be a dramatic shift in the marketplace starting tonight. Chatham temp agency is going to be full with people having to get a real job. The Supreme Court in January 2017 refused to consider reviving a lawsuit against Backpage that was filed by 3 young women who accused it of facilitating their forced prostitution. Yep, y'all need to try to find that documentary. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children has told Congress that nearly 3/4 of the cases submitted to the center relates to ads posted on the site. The state of California has said that 90% of the site's income was attributable to adult ads. So as the perverted owners of this site, I wonder if they have children or grandchildren. And would it be okay for their children or grandchildren to be pimped out on the internet? I think not. Shout out to Craigslist. Didn't have the same simple basic interface for years. And they will ghost the ad real quick if they feel like you're doing something wrong. So shout out to Craig and his list. You dig? Also, shout out to TiffanyMDraper.com. We'll be updated very soon for other videos that I feel like may be a little bit too much for the sensitive people of YouTube. Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. Also got a lot of new content coming for y'all of all subjects and genres. If you want me to do specific videos, be sure to email me, TiffanyMDraper@gmail.com.